Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today is May 15, 2023, and today is Monday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, we're watching the South African Rand get hit close to its all-time lows versus the US dollar. But first, no major economic events scheduled for today. So as we look at the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, we're watching the euro and the British pound weaken versus the dollar, and looking at the indices, the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones slightly higher. And looking at commodities, gold and oil trickle lower, while we're looking at the stocks, Google still very strong and on its highs. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin finally getting that bounce that we're looking for. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're going to start with the South African Rand. And so we're looking at a monthly chart, and you could see that we're just about on a candle higher than we've ever been. So that means on a week-to-week basis or a month-to-month basis, we are finishing higher right now versus any other time that we've been in this trading zone. Now we've hit a new low of 19.45, but we didn't close up on it. So this still may be resistance-ish area around this area. Now looking at a daily chart, you could see that over the last couple of days, it just free-falled versus the dollar. 19.49 was that low. And we're trading right now at 19 flat. And this is an important place because we are at a rounded number. Now, all intents and purposes, what would you tell you to do? I tell you sit tight, okay? Because buying this at this area in the anticipation that the dollar is going to go even stronger, it hasn't made a breakout. But I wouldn't want to short this either because this is really the top of the top, and these things could go higher. And what we've seen in the Turkish lira is that it has gotten weaker. So this is something that we're going to keep an eye on the next couple of days to see how this actually goes. Now looking at the euro, we're slightly lower here, down to 108.70-ish level. We broke that 109 and that continued breaking lower. Now we are at supportish area, so I do expect the euro actually to bounce here and the dollar to get weaker. Now GBP USD also broke that level, and so this is really a defining moment because we're breaking the 30-day moving average, and the British pound was really the strongest one versus the dollar. Looking into commodities, first looking at gold, trading sideways. I mean, it trickled lower, but I'm bouncing right here at 2018. Still trading in that range. $2,000 is that support level, and looking at crude oil trickling lower to $70 a barrel. And jumping into the U.S. markets, first into the Dow Jones. Dow Jones got a nice bounce last week, okay, to 33,456. We're up 100 points this morning. And so I do anticipate some sort of upwards momentum in it. Just needs to follow through. And looking at the NASDAQ as well, trading at 13,428. Also, gaining just mildly versus everything else that's been going on. However, this is the real call here, okay? Because if we look at Google, not receding. 117 and holding its gains and not retracing, not filling in the gap. So this may still be a gap and go. And if it is, we're going to see the rest of the market continue going higher as well. Now, Google came out with good earnings, with the fact that its investment into AI is going to be integrated. They have this thing called Bard. So this thing is coming together, and it's coming faster than we anticipate. And as a result of that, AI sales, meaning sales for all these technology companies that will be produced from AI, might be closer or faster than we anticipate. So this is something to really consider. Now, looking at the various stocks, Apple did retrace a little bit, so did Facebook. Okay, so they're trickling lower. And looking at Microsoft, also just trading sideways. But Google may be the one that's going to take us higher, and we're going to have to keep a sharp eye on this. Lastly, let's take a look at Bitcoin, bouncing here to 27,200-ish level. I mean, we could see that. It's just right there, and it's just from this morning's activity. Now, looking at a daily, I mean, we hit 26,500. That was pretty big, but we're bouncing off of it. So I would reconsider where our support level is. Will this be part of the support level? Perhaps, okay? But let it show it to you. Let it prove it to you before jumping into it, because I don't like my chances when I'm buying the bottom of a support that gets breached, okay, as opposed to just waiting it out and seeing that it does go follow through on the next time buying that support. That I don't mind. But breaching support and buying it, I'd rather wait it out. So keep this in on the back burner, at least for now, until we get some sort of indication. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.